Hey guys, back again for another big trailer breakdown. You all really seemed to enjoy the Justice League one that I did, so I most definitely wanted to come back and try another. And it was really the perfect week to do so because this week was Star Wars Celebration. And with that, we got the trailer for Season 2 of Star Wars Rebels. But even more so than that, we got this great poster that you're looking at right now. Really love this. Really invokes the flavor of old Star Wars, much like Rebels. So as we dig on into the trailer proper, we get our first look at some Star Destroyers flying overhead, which is, of course, a very, very classic Star Wars image. This is the first shot that we saw in A New Hope, and it's also the very first shot that we saw in the first episode of Rebels. So definitely this show is made by people who know their shit and know what's up. After that, we, of course, have Kanan and Ezra hanging out together. A lot has changed in the short time between Season 1 to Season 2. They're really starting to feel the pressure of being like the only two Jedis on their shoulders, and it's starting to get at them. They know that even though they won their big fight against the Inquisitor in Season 1, things are only going to get worse before they get better. Moving on from that, we get some space battles. I know one of the big complaints about Rebels, especially from younger Clone Wars fans, is that there was not enough space battles. We really only had one at the end, and this definitely looks to be a bunch of Star Destroyers, a bunch of Imperial ships, and the Ghost. So for everyone who complained not enough space battles, they heard you loud and clear. This one looks to be having more space battles. Now the next clip, and I know one that's going to get a lot of people going, Vader. So with the Inquisitor defeated last season, the Emperor has hand-chosen Vader to go deal with the rebels in the Loth system, which I think is absolutely freaking awesome. I don't think it's the original voice actor back. They got him back for a second, but I think they got a sound-alike. That being said, really good sound-alike. More space battles next. As we can see, we got some ships rocking the blue. That's the color of the Rebel Alliance, and even more so, the blue because there are probably Clone War surplus, is what they are, like stuff left over from the Old Republic, which is kind of a nice shout out. We get to see the team looking at a big war room. And what I like about this is another big complaint that I heard from people about Rebels is that they didn't like that all the action was pretty much focusing on one planet. It was one planet for the entire show. Again, it looks like they heard those complaints loud and clear, because from this trailer, it looks like they're going to be going all over the place. Another nice bit about this, they bring it up in the trailer, is that, the Rebels as we knew them in the show were really fighting a small-time guerrilla warfare type battle, but now that they have joined the greater Rebel Alliance at the end of last season, they are now expected to become soldiers, and they're expected to fight a different kind of war, a war that, they're not really quite prepared to and quite up with. And speaking of Clone Wars, Ahsoka, back again, of course, the big piece of connective tissue that actually ties Clone Wars to this newest show. I can only imagine that she's going to be joining the team maybe full-time now, maybe more of an advisory role, maybe being more like a Charlie to their Angels. There's definitely a lot of story left to tell with her. I was not much of a Clone Wars fan, although I love Rebels so much I'm thinking maybe I should go back now. Another important thing about this clip is that if we look at Ezra's face right there, he's got some scars on him there. He's got some battle damage that wasn't there before, so we can only imagine what caused that. Next up we have the team looking at a much bigger, nicer ship, which, I don't know, the Ghost became such a big character in the first season. It was kind of iconic, a little bit like the Falcon and all the other ships. Could they possibly maybe lose the Ghost? Is this the Ghost too? That's my theory going into this, and I think it's further strengthened because in the next scene, we see the Ghost getting hella messed up in what I can only assume is that big battle. So yeah, maybe the Ghost, maybe this is its swan song, maybe they're going to be getting a new, better ship. Next up, we have a female-looking Inquisitor. There's actually two Inquisitors in this trailer. This one looks more humanoid, definitely looks more feminine. I know Matt, who's a much bigger Star Wars guy than me, or at least has a more encyclopedic knowledge. His theory going into this is that maybe this lady is one of the, a female rogue Jedi that was last seen in Clone Wars. Like I said, not up to date on my Clone Wars, maybe. Blame Matt if it's wrong. We get a look at our dude Inquisitor here. Again, Inquisitor is not a guy's name, it's a title. There's lots of Inquisitors. Now, what I appreciate about this guy is that he's clearly alien. He's like a beetle man. And the Empire, for the most part in Star Wars, is very anti-alien. They're very racist, but clearly they make exceptions when it comes to Force-sensitive individuals. We saw that with the Alien Inquisitor from Season 1, and we're seeing it with this Inquisitor here. Alright, so moving on from there, another big Clone Wars shout out. We've got Rex, Commander Rex, who was probably the clone trooper we spent the most time with in Clone Wars. He's back, and he's old, and he's the captain of a big sand crawler now on some different type of sand planet. Could it possibly be Tatooine? Who knows? Could be maybe it could be Jakku, because we now know that Jakku is the name of the desert planet that's going to be appearing in Force Awakens, so just a thought. Moving on from there, we see our heroes jumping into action. The action's so good, and over their shoulder we can see an Imperial Walker messing up the clone's Sandwalker. So, yeah, I mean, maybe this will answer the question why Rex wasn't seen in the original trilogy. Maybe he dies here. And I'm actually going to come back to that, that thought in a second. We get some more stuff with the Inquisitors. Yet again, they've got the whirly, double-sided lightsabers that the dude from the first season was packing. God damn, the Inquisitors are so freaking cool. And I love that they got like 2 of them now. It's like, you know, back-to-back badass fight and stuff. I can't wait to see how that plays out. Get a better look at the Beetle Man here. And ooh, he's scary. He's really scary. It's hard to top the Jason Isaac guy from season 1, but this dude's scary. I hope they get a good voice actor for these guys, because the other one was so damn creepy. Get some more fighting here. Ooh, getting some acrobatic, sexy lady fighting there with all the kicks and the jumps and whatnot. Looking good. Again, we now have Vader fighting Kanan. And really, I hesitate to use the word fighting because Kanan is getting it super hard on the arm. You can see the red that his shoulder armor absorbed most of it. Or maybe it didn't, because it kind of cuts after this. Lord knows the Star Wars series loves getting hands and arms chopped off, so maybe, just maybe, Kanan ends up losing his. You know what's another thing the Star Wars series loves? Killing mentor characters. Wouldn't it be something if Kanan died this season? Wouldn't it be something if Vader totally killed him? I honestly didn't think Kanan would survive season 1, and I would not be surprised if they kill him off in an attempt to push Ezra a little bit further down the path of being a Jedi. And the final shot in this trailer is absolutely awesome. It is Darth Vader using the Force to move Ezra's lightsaber up to his neck and just, ugh. Man, this is definitely the Empire Strikes Back of seasons, isn't it? It's our heroes on the run, our heroes getting beat up. Not looking too good, but man alive, is that some awesome stuff. I cannot wait for Rebels Season 2. Down in the comment section, sound off. What was your favorite part of the trailer? Did you see something I missed? And be sure to like, subscribe, and stick around, because if you like these, I will most definitely make more of these trailer breakdowns. Thanks, everybody.